Okay, good evening, everyone. Uh, Today, let's talk about something uh, about stress management. Now, stress management is a very important concept in the current scenario. We are living in a very cutthroat competition, and uh, our daily life and our living standards, everything is changing. So, this particular concept has a very important role in the present atmosphere. So let's see what is exactly stress management is. Now, what is stress? Stress can be defined as a mental, physical, emotional, and behavioral reactions to any perceived demands or threats. Now, the fight or flight response. When situation seems threatening to us, our bodies react quickly to supply protection by preparing to take action. This physiological reaction is known as a fight or flight response. The physiological response to a stressor is known as reactivity. Physiological responses can accumulate and result in long-term wear on the body. Now, what makes something stressful? Situations that have strong demands, situations that are imminent, life transitions, timing, example deviation from the norm, ambiguity, desirability, and controllability. Now, all stress is bad? Certainly not. Distress is a continuous experience of feeling overwhelmed, oppressed, and behind in our responsibilities. It is the all encompassing sense of being imposed upon by difficulties with no light at the end of the tunnel. Examples of distress include financial difficulties, conflicts in relationships, excessive obligations, managing a chronic illness, or experiencing a trauma. On the other hand, eustress is the other form of stress that is positive and beneficial. We may feel challenged, but the sources of the stress are opportunities that are meaningful to us. Eustress helps provide us with energy and motivation to meet our responsibilities and achieve our goals. Examples of eustress include graduating from college, getting married, receiving a promotion, or changing jobs. Stress responses. Example. A good example of a stressful situation for many people is taking a test. If you find testing to be stressful, you might notice certain physical, behavioral, mental, and emotional responses. Now, what is stressful to you? Now, this is the following areas where everyone can feel stressed. It depends upon person to person. So, in this world, there is not a single thing isolated which we can say that okay, this particular area doesn't have stress, or people in this particular area will will never feel any kind of stress. That is a myth. Now see, if you take the work, a person working irrespective of the nature of his work will definitely will definitely feel stressed. If he or she is working in a bank or insurance company, the target assigned to him to achieve that target will make him or that person really stressed. Similarly, classes, a new boy, a new student attending a new course, a new class will definitely feel stressed. Then studying for children are normally termed to be stressful. There will be different end factors can be sometimes eustress and can be distress also. Similarly, relationship with a partner, if a person is newlywed, then relationship with family, when bride goes to bridegroom's house and vice versa. So initially that kind of stress will be there. Relationship with friends, if your friend is not that much intimate or that much sincere, you will feel kind of stress. So it depends on the relationship, whether the relationship is that much strong or that much sensitive. So again, the stress will be there. Then trauma, if suppose a very close person or if any of your family member has expired suddenly due to some illness or heart attack, then you will feel that trauma, that stress will be there. Change in residence, all the people who is working and who is bound to change their place after every 3 years, like defense personnel or the people working in banks. Every 3 years they have to change. A new place will be given. So again, you have to pack all your things, then find a rental house in a new place, then you have to get settled there. So a kind of stress will be there definitely. Then change in amount of social activities. Now currently everyone is locked in house due to lockdown, so there is not much social activities possible. No one can go outside, no one can go to the beaches, no one go to the theaters. So again, a kind of stress will be there. Then roommate, uh, you are in some other place for studying or for some other purpose, you are sharing a room with a stranger. So initially you'll find something odd, you'll feel stressed, but slowly and gradually, when you create a rapport with the roommate, then it becomes eustress. It becomes a good bonding. So that stress will be there at any point of time. Then childcare, if you're very new to the parenting, you're having a small baby, just 3 months or 2 months old. So uh, uh, how to take care of a very small infant, because you are very new to this field. So the parenting in the initial stages normally uh, is a stressful job. Some people take it as a challenge or as a in a positive spirit, but definitely there is an amount of stress in that area too. Finances, a very crucial area. How to manage your pocket, how to manage your asset. Again, it's a stressful task. Then appearance, while going for a job, while going for a function, while going for a informal party, uh, you will feel stress if you're not if you feel that okay, you are not up to the mark, you're not wearing good attire. So that can really cause you stress. Physical health, if you're not that much healthy, you're always sick, you're too obese, then you feel stress. You won't feel to mingle with others. Then not fitting in, if you're very much pessimistic person, you're always thinking negative, uh, a kind of stress will be there. Okay, I'm not good for this purpose, I'm not good for this job, I'm good for nothing, that kind of feeling will come. So we will not fit in any case, so kind of stress will be there. Then getting married, a person, a bachelor person who is going to marry um, in the coming week or month, he or she will feel kind of stress. The anxiety will create a stress in his mind. Change to a new school, again it depends upon the transferable job of the parent. If the parent is having a transferable job, then obviously the kid will be changing his schools after every 3 years. So again, the adaptability issue to get sync with the new atmosphere, a kind of stress will be there in that child's mind. The changing in the eating habits, That is a very important aspect. A person who is born and brought up in Kerala, then once fine morning is getting a job in Punjab, then suddenly the eating habits becomes totally different. So the initial stages, he or she will feel stressed, no issues, no wonder in that. And similarly in the legal matters, again, if you're a particular case is in the court and for the last 10 years you are after that case, so every time the court is extending the date, so naturally kind of stress will be there. Similarly in the mental health, if you're not mentally okay, you're always thinking something or some sort of uh, issues there in your uh, life, which you are not able to discuss with your friends or with any family members. You are just thinking about it too much, so that can really cause your mental health very badly, and that will lead to stress. The law violation, definitely if you're riding a bike or just you're uh, going somewhere in your car and suddenly you're not following the traffic rules, and you're just violating all the traffic rules, and just you're just going somewhere else, and but that violation or that thing will haunt you later. Okay, have uh, uh, violated that traffic rule. I have not properly uh, checked the speed of my vehicle. I was just going above the normal speed. So sometimes the RTO can catch me, and through their cameras. So that law violation can sometimes will haunt you later. So again, you will be always stressed. Okay, whether I will be getting summons or whether I will be getting any notice from the RTO. Uh, so again, it happens on the situation. Then spiritual and religious issues. Suppose you have visited an astrologer, and the astrologer says that your time is not good. You are going to face a huge financial issue in the coming days. So that can really again hurt you mentally, and you will be thinking always, okay, what are the options? How can I overcome the situation? So that kind of stress will be definitely haunting you. Then the major career decisions. If you're having a multiple goal and you're too good, you're selected in two, three different areas, UPSC exam, your PS exam, and all other competitive exam you have cleared, and you have to choose any one out of these three or four. So that can really again make you stressed, because all the career options are too good, and you have been selected in all the three four areas, and you are very much uh, in a difficult position to select a particular career option. Then attitudes and thoughts of person. Negative attitude, always pessimistic person, they will be feeling distress, and all the positive and optimistic attitude people will be feeling eustress. Buying a house, very important decision in a human being's life. uh, what to buy, whether to buy a villa, whether to buy a flat, whether I have to take a housing loan or should I go for my own fund. So these type of very typical and very difficult questions the person has to resolve. So definitely uh, there will be stress, change in the amount of recreation. Currently we are all facing that. There is no chance to go out and to get rejuvenated. So kind of stress will be there. Full time sitting home and uh, doing something on online or something in the garden, but no chance to go out and enjoy with your friends and do something. And finally, death of a friend and family member, definitely that can really cause you stress, and you'll be always thinking. Suppose if the dead person the dead person is your very close friend or very intimate relative, then automatically you'll be feeling very sad and you'll be having lots of stress for the couple of 2 3 weeks. So why do we stress out? The four For two major reasons. One is we perceive a situation as dangerous, difficult, and painful, and we don't believe we have the resources to cope up. So these are two major reasons. So that's why sometimes people uh, who are in this situation, they goes into deep depression and then sometimes commit suicide. So what are the stress warning signals? Uh, that stress is creeping into your life. If we keep pushing ourselves, eventually something inside of you will send red flags or warning signs that stress is becoming a problem. So you have to introspect yourself whether uh, I'm having anything stressed situation, whether some tension is there in my mind. So a person, he or she, has to ask himself. So that introspection impact will clearly tell the person, okay, he is having a stress or not. He is in the brim, or okay, he is in a moderate level, or he is having a very high tension. So be calm, be cool. So again, it's an introspection process to identify or determine the red flag. So suggestions for reducing stress: find a support system, find someone to talk to about your feelings and experiences. If you're a married person, the spouse, the best example, best partner to whom we can discuss our issues, very silly issues also, right? And if you're not a married person, then definitely parents, mother or father, you can openly talk to them. Uh, you'll find a good relief. Change your attitude. Find other ways to think about stressful situations. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. So try to think always positive. We are all suffering from this epidemic called corona these days. Everywhere we are finding lots of deaths and very bad situation, but still the hope is there in human beings' mind. If that hope, if that positive attitude is not there, then it becomes very difficult to survive. So you have to think positively, optimistically. Be realistic, set practical goals for dealing with situations and solving problems. Develop realistic expectations of yourself and others. Be realistic, be grounded. Fourth one, get organized and take charge. Being unorganized or engaging in poor planning often leads to frustration or crisis situations, which most always leads to feeling stressed. Plan your time, make a schedule, establish your priorities. Take breaks, give yourself me time. Learn that taking time to yourself for rejuvenation and relaxation is just as important as giving time to other activities. At minimum, take short breaks during your busy day. Give some time for yourself, for your hobbies. Just join some Zumba class or some swimming class, whatever your interest is. Just join that. Don't bother about your time or your age. You have to satisfy your own subconscious mind, right? So that's important. Sixth one, take good care of yourself. Eat properly, get regular rest, keep a routine, allow yourself to do something you enjoy each day. Paradoxically, the time we need to take care of ourselves the most when we are stressed is the time we do it the least. So we have to give time for ourselves. Learn to say no, learn to pick and choose which things you will say yes to and which things you will not. Protect yourself by not allowing yourself to take on every request or opportunity that comes your way. Now it is a common phenomenon when you are getting stressed. Normally your friends or your colleagues will say, okay, come, let's go and have a cup of beer or some whiskey or some alcohol. But that's not a solution. That's temporary. So you have to clearly say no. That is not my route map. I'm feeling stressed definitely, but having liquor will temporarily will reduce my tension. So I have to see something long term. So go for yoga, do some meditation, or go for a dancing class, or some learn some instrument. If you know some instrument, then like flute or violin or something, just play that. So that's all positive things rather than just going and having liquor. Get regular exercise. That is very important. Exercise regularly can help relieve some symptoms of depression and stress and help us to maintain our health. Get a hobby. Do something different. For a balanced lifestyle, play is as important as work. Whether you dance, whether you can sing, whether painting, all these things will definitely reduce your stress level. Slow down. Know your limits and cut down the number of things you try to do each day, particularly if you do not have enough time for them or for yourself. Be realistic about what you can accomplish effectively each day. Monitor your pace. Rushing through things can lead to mistakes or poor performance. Take the time you need to do a good job. Poorly done tasks can lead to added stress. Suggestions for reducing stress: laugh, use humor, do something fun and enjoyable, such as seeing a funny movie, laughing with friends, reading a humorous book, or going to a comedy show. Learn to relax, develop a regular relaxation routine, try yoga, meditation, or some simple quiet time. Relaxation exercise, many different kinds like deep breathing, visualization. Visualization is a nice way of giving our minds and bodies a mini vacation. Muscle relaxation, like laughing exercise, these are all muscle relaxation can definitely help you a lot. Stress management, try to change the way you appraise a situation to make it less stressful. Remember, stress is normal, but watch out for symptoms of stress. Use coping skills, ways to reduce stress. Practice relaxation techniques. So that's it. Thank you. Hope this stress and stress related issues which we have gone through now will definitely help you to some extent. Thank you for watching this.